can't keep living life like this. I am in the midst of a divorce. My marriage is done. You know, I gotta pay the mortgage coming up. I got bill after bill after bill after bill. I don't know how I'm gonna pay these bills. I'm not rich. Even if you are in a place right now to where you are homeless, you have not hit rock bottom until you are 6 feet under or in that urn. That's rock bottom. Hey y'all, it's your girl KB, and the B is for Bobby Butte. Not beauty, just Butte. I know it's been a while, and I'm so tired of saying that. But I really have been, when I tell you, like, literally, a lot of areas in my life, I'm not going to say everything because that's not true. A lot of areas in my life right now, I'm just like in the thick of it. When I tell you parenting, I've been open and honest about the fact that right now I am raising a preteen, a black boy in one of the roughest cities in these United States. So that comes with a lot. My marriage, I'm pretty sure it's over and through. It's done. I am in the midst of a divorce, and it just seems like there will be no reconciliation. Like, it is what it is. We are at the point to where the relationship is done. It's over and through. So that's painful. I am not happy at my job. I've also shared that. And right now I'm on a leave of absence, so I'm not working right now, which means my money is a little bit funny. Like, I'm not getting 100% of my pay, and I'm not used to that because at some point I stopped budgeting. So I'm working on a very limited income, and my house is on the market, my rental property in Minnesota. So I am paying 2 mortgages by myself, along with all the other bills that I have going on. And one last thing, for some reason, I have not had any brand deals. It has never been this long without brands reaching out to me via email, me securing the deal or anything like that. And I really think that God just has me in this place to where it's like, I'm going to show you. Like, I'm going to humble you. I'm going to break you. I'm going to show you. And I don't mean like break you in a bad sense, but just like really break down to the point where it's like you have no other choice but to trust me. So that you know that when you get into this next season of life, like, I took you there. I'm the one that brought you through that season. I'm the one who provided for you while you were in it. So I said in my last video that it really feels like I am at rock bottom. And I know that a lot of other people out there in the world, or especially in America, feel like they're in a rock bottom season as well, especially with layoffs. I know so many people that have just been laid off from their job that have no savings. It feels like 2020 when people are losing their houses. So I think for me, that really helps ground me when I always tell myself, look around. That is my saying. So when I'm having a hard day and I'm thinking about the fact that I have all of these things going on around me, this is not going right, that's not going right, this is not going right. What I tell myself is literally look around. And then wherever I'm at, the other day I was in the car and I'm like, look around. I'm complaining in my mind. I'm telling myself like, I don't know how it's, I gotta pay the mortgage coming up. I got bill after bill after bill after bill sitting on the table. I don't know how I'm gonna pay these bills. I'm not rich. And then I tell myself like, look around. I was literally standing here in the house the other day and I was like praying and I was like, God, I wanted to say like, I'm mad about, like what I'm going through. And I couldn't even form the words to say it. Like, literally, I could not even utter those words because I was telling myself in my brain, look around, look around. And then I'm looking around and I'm like, even though I don't have the money in my bank account right now, I have not missed a payment. And even if I did miss a payment, it's not the end of the world. You know how many people in this world have missed payments? You know how many people in this world have bad credit scores? You know how many people in this world have lost their houses? You know how many people in this world are homeless? Even if you are in a place right now to where you are homeless, you have not hit rock bottom until you are 6 feet under or in that urn. That's rock bottom. You still have a chance. And it's like depression has kept me. Now, I'm not saying, of course, because I am one, y'all already know. If you don't know, it's out there. When it comes to mental health, I am not saying that these things are not true or that these things are not valid or that your feelings are not valid or that, mental diagnoses do exist. But also at the same time, I had to tell myself today, like, girl, get up. I was in the bed crying. I said I'm going to give myself until 1:30. At 1:30, not 1:31. Because it's been so many times where it was 1:31 and I'm just like, 5 more minutes. 5 more. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I can't keep living life like this. Like, I can't go another year. I can't go another 6 months complaining and wallowing and just being sad about my situation. But my situation is really not even that bad. It could be worse. There are people right now on their deathbed. It's a couple on TikTok. The dad, he has, I think it might be cervical, no, the dad has colon cancer. Their names are something and Shay. I can't think of it right now. I'll put it down below or up here. But the dad has colon cancer, and he got diagnosed with colon cancer when he was 25 years old. I think he's 30 now. So he's been dealing with this for a few years. The wife, she just had a baby, and they were praying that he would make it because he's terminally ill. I think they gave him not even a year to live. So everybody on TikTok, including me, was praying that he would live to see his daughter born. And I'm pretty sure right now he's still alive. There are people right now that are terminally ill and don't know which day is their last. So it's like, here it is, you are complaining when you're sitting in a house that's yours. You have a car, and even if you don't have a car, you can walk, and even if you can't walk, you have a wheelchair, and even if you don't have a wheelchair, it's like, look around. You gotta stop not playing the victim, because some people are victims. But it's like, even if you are a victim, what now? What can you do to change your situation? And even if I'm thinking about the monetary situation, because that's something that in the past few years I haven't really had to deal with. I have not been broke in years. But if I'm about to be broke, it's like, I'm not gonna stay broke. Get that phone out. Hello? Hey y'all, such and such and such. Like, there are so many ways to make money. Like I said, I have a car. You can do DoorDash, you can do Uber Eats, you can do, deliver medical supplies, all these things that I see ways to make money. You have to decide, for one, I am not a victim. Or even if I am a victim, what can I do about that? What can I do to propel myself into this next season? Sometimes, like I said, things just don't come through. Like, I can't make brands reach out to me and give me a brand deal or accept me into that campaign. But what I can do is post more videos. I can lock in, I do have control over that. I can't make my relationship work more than what I have been already, but I can take myself out for some ice cream or go for a walk or do my nails or clean my house. So if you're in this season, things that have been helping me are just to make sure that I'm locking in with my hobbies. Like I said, I don't want to sit around just laid up on the couch watching depressing movies, because when I'm sad, one of my favorite things to do is watch Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I don't know why, it's just one of my favorite things to do. But you got to know that it's like, it's okay to sit there for a little bit, but also you got to get up, go to the gym, start. One thing that I have done for the past month or so is how to color. I need to get back to crocheting, just trying to do things to really keep my mind off of my sadness or anything sad that's going on in my life. I also try to spend time with the people around me that love and care about me, because one thing about me, I know one thing about depression or a lot of mental illnesses is you kind of isolate yourself. You don't want anybody to see you that way. You don't want anybody to know what you're going through. You don't want anybody to judge you or say, I told you so. So you kind of just like pull the cover over your head and say, I'll just call y'all when I get out of this season. But no, sometimes it's okay to allow people to be there for you, especially if they're genuinely, like trying to support you. So all in all, I don't want to get into, or I don't want to extend this season longer than what it has to be. I think that there's power in the way that you think. There's actually a scripture that says, is it? Let's look. As a man thinketh, so is he. And I always rave about this book that's called Switch on Your Brain. And yep, that's Proverbs 23:7. So there's also a book called Switch on Your Brain. It's by a Christian neuroscientist. And she always talks about the power of your thoughts and that you can really change your life by changing your mind. When you wake up, don't look around, or sometimes I had gotten to the point where I would wake up and then look to the side and not see my husband and just be like, my day is automatically ruined. And then I'm just thinking like, man, he didn't do this and I didn't do this and I should have done this and he should be doing this. And it's just a cycle. But if you wake up and you decide, I'm blessed, I'm so thankful that I'm breathing, I'm in good health, I'm in good spirits, like I have another chance today, all of these things. And also start writing them down. I had my journal sitting over there, and there was one time where I posted a video on here and I was reading my journal from, I think it was like 7 years ago, and I was like, if I did not keep track of all of the things that I prayed for and the prayers that God answered, or even just things that I set out to do and actually did them, I would just continue to be an ungrateful person. I don't want to be an ungrateful person. I want to keep track of where I am today and then check back in 6 months. And if I'm still in this place in 6 months, even if it's just in my mind, like even if I have less money, if I still think the way that I think, I'm behind. I don't want to be behind. I'm 31 years old. I don't want to be stagnant. I just want to make the most out of every season. If you live in Maryland, I heard it's the same in New Jersey, New York. It's been raining and raining and raining and raining for the past like week or so. Every season is not sunny. But can you imagine if for a whole week you just stayed in the house, you never went out and got no groceries? We have to learn how to dance in the rain, or at least go out in the rain. You don't have to dance, but at least go outside. At least go outside and go for a walk. At least open the curtains and open the window and say, like, I can't stay here forever. So that's where I'm trying to be. I really am trying to stop complaining so much. I really am trying to just look at things on the bright side. And I know it can be difficult because it has been difficult for me. There have been a lot of years in my life to where I was just so negative. Have you ever met like a homeless person and it seems like they just have a happy disposition? Whereas I said this the other day on Instagram and TikTok. I always think about Whitney Houston. And granted, I don't know her personally, but for some reason, I remember when she passed away, I was like, how can someone have everything? You have fame, you have money, you have recognition, you can go anywhere in the world whenever you feel like it, you can eat anything, and you still just be so unhappy, you know? It takes a special kind of person to decide, and that's the thing, it's like you have a choice. So I pray that you make the choice to just be happy. That's what I'm trying to do. So hopefully you're inspired to do the same thing. If you got to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I really am trying to lock in. I know I say that all the time, but yeah, I'm grateful that I was able to pick up the camera today and film this video. I love y'all so much. Thank you for always supporting me. As always, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe to the channel, and God willing, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.